Welcome back to Husky Field, where we're about to start Game 2 of today's doubleheader. First 2 out of 3 of the Southland Conference Series to open up Southland Conference play here in the 2018 season. Nicholls just defeated HBU 3-2 in Game 1. A solo home run by Amanda Gentiloni put the Colonels up 2-1, and a pass ball allowed a third run to score in the top of the 7th. Huskies came back with a single run at the bottom of the 7th, but couldn't push across the tying run, and Nicholls took the first game of this series. They're now 1-0 in conference play and 12-7 overall. Huskies fall to 2-9 overall and 0-1 in conference play. Jessica Patak is the loser in Game 1 for HBU. She went 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. A very solid outing for the freshman from White Oak. Good outing for her. Heidi Jaquez went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, and Sierra Humphrey went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Nicole Shedd had the other hit for HBU. They only had 5 hits on the day, as Megan Landry went 7 innings for the Nicholls Colonels, giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts to improve to 8-3 on the season. Gentiloni went 1 for 3 with that solo home run. Callie Clement went 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. And Jewel Lara went 2 for 3 as well for Nicholls. So they take Game 1 of the 3-game set. Game 2 is about to start here in just a few minutes. Both teams finishing up their in-between game snacks and warm-ups. So let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups for this game number 2. Nicholls' lineup looks very similar as Game 1. Leading off playing right field, number 21, Samantha Morasic. Batting second at second, number 30, Bailey Hughes. Batting third will be the shortstop, number 5, Amanda Gentiloni. In a cleanup spot, third base, number 10, Jewel Lara. Batting fifth, catcher, number 15, Callie Clement. Batting sixth, left field, number 33, Casey Frederick. Batting seventh, the DP, number 25, Yasmin Williams. Batting eighth, only change in the lineup is first base, number 19, Gretchen Morgan. And batting ninth, center field, number 23, Kelsey Miller. In the circle for the Colonels will be number 4, Alexis LeBur. She comes in with a 2-3 record, 3.45 ERA, and 35 strikeouts in 44 2/3 innings pitched. Defensive alignment for the Huskies here in Game 2. Left to right, in left field, number 14, Nicole Shedd. In center field, number 12, Kaylin Schrader. And in right field, number 32, Sierra Humphrey. Around the horn, third to first. At third base, number 5, Cassie James. At shortstop, number 8, Demi Yannick. At second base, number 3, Amber Lotz. And at first base, number 21, Brooke Bushman. The DP is number 20, Ashley Herrera. Behind the plate is number 15, Heidi Jaquez. And on the mound, looking for her first victory of the season, will be number 2, Stephanie Buenrostro. Game number 2 of this doubleheader about to get started here. Again, if you weren't with us in Game 1, Nicholls won 3-2. Umpiring crew for Game 2 is the same, just moving around a little bit. Coates moves from behind the plate, and the Gonzalez boys will change. I believe that Abel will be behind home plate for this game. And Carlos will be at third base, I believe. And Abel will be behind the plate. We'll check that to make sure here in just a second. Again, Huskies will move out of non-conference into non-conference play next Wednesday. They'll host a doubleheader with two opponents facing Marist College at 1 p.m. and then facing Eastern Kentucky, another set of Colonels, coming into Husky Field next Wednesday. That's a 3 p.m. game. The Huskies will be at home again next weekend, St. Patrick's Day weekend, with a doubleheader on Friday and a single game on St. Patrick's Day. 1 and 3 doubleheader against Lamar on Friday, and then the St. Patrick's Day noon start against the Cardinals on Saturday. Nicholls will return home for a Tuesday doubleheader against the Delta Devils of Mississippi Valley State on Tuesday before hosting their first conference series of the year on Friday and Saturday. They will play a single game on Friday and a doubleheader on Saturday against the Lumberjacks, Stephen F. Austin. That's next weekend for Nicholls. And if you Nicholls people are listening today, Nicholls women defeated Texas A&M Corpus Christi in the Southland tournament today over at the Merrill Center, 61-59. So they advance to tomorrow's game. I will look and see exactly who they'll be playing. I believe, if I am not mistaken, I know that Abilene and UCA are playing right now. I will check on that and get that back to you here fairly quickly. Huskies taking the field now as we get ready to start game 2. Again, left to right. Shed, Schrader, Humphrey in the outfield for the Huskies. Third to first. James at third. Yannick at short. Lotz at second. And Bushman at first. Jaquez behind the plate. And on the mound, number 2, Stephanie Buenrostro. Morasic, Hughes, and Gentiloni due up here in the top of the first for Nicholls. Will be back in about 15 seconds. And I have the answer for any Nicholls fans listening about the women's basketball. Their 61-59 win over Corpus will send the Colonels into the semifinals against Lamar tomorrow at 1 p.m. So, top of the first, Nicholls up. And game 2 about to get underway. Buenrostro in the circle for the Huskies. Leading off for the Colonels, right field, Samantha Morasic, batting .339 on the season, 0 home runs, 4 RBIs. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. Morasic went over 2 with a walk in game 1. Now batting .339 on the season. Ball outside, evens the count at 1 apiece. Buenrostro looking for her first victory of the season. Bunt down by Morasic, and it's a good one. All the infielders converge on that one, but no one has a play. Morasic is on first with the leadoff single for Nicholls. That'll bring up second base, number 30, Bailey Hughes. Hughes batting .353 with a homer and 4 RBIs. She went 1 for 4 with a run scored in game number 1. Takes a ball outside. Very open stance with that front foot on the back line for Hughes. Runner on first as we start game 2. Buenrostro a little bit outside, 2-0. Husky with the wheel on as Lotz is covering second, anticipating a bunt to push over the runner here. Get a runner in scoring position in the first. Squares around, pulls back. Ball outside. Has run the count to 3-0 on Hughes. Buenrostro, senior from Houston. Comes ready, and the pitch. Right in there for a strike, 3-1. Pitch from Buenrostro. Squared around again. Bunt down. Bushman to Lotz covering at first. Sacrifice is successful. Morosic moves to second. One down for Nicholls. That'll bring up shortstop number 5, Amanda Gentiloni. Now batting .373 on the season with 4 home runs and 16 RBIs, both which lead Nicholls. First pitch from Buenrostro, a little bit outside, 1-0. Gentiloni went 1 for 3 with that solo home run that put Nicholls up 2-1 in the 6th. She grounds one to short. Long throw across from Yannick. Nice play. Well done there for the second out. Morosic still at second base. And that'll bring up third base number 10, Jewel Lara. .295 with 7 RBIs on the season. First pitch from Buenrostro is swung on and popped up right behind home plate. And there's Jaquez making a nice play into the screen for the third out. So Morosic is stranded at second base. Nothing doing for Nicholls in the top of the first. We go to the bottom half. Huskies coming up.
How can I help you?
Have you ever walked into the paint store feeling like you should really know more than you know? Satin versus semi-gloss and I don't know.
Yes, I know the feeling.
That's how I feel right now about all of the financing options for this project I'm doing. I feel like I should know more than I know.
Don't sweat it. We have this new tool, My Credit Options Guide, that gives you a customized comparison like this, which helps you discover which credit options might be right for you.
Oh, this is better. They should make one for paint.
Want to get started?
Sure.
We see your compassion and your tireless dedication. We see your selflessness, and we applaud you for it. We want you to have the freedom to be uniquely, passionately, and gloriously you. At Houston Baptist University, we're creating online programs that give moms, service members, retirees, and everyone in between the freedom to be who they are and to never stop learning. Learn more at hbuonline.com.
And we're back. Back here at Husky Field, bottom of the first. Alexis LeBur finishing up her warm-up tosses. Freshman from Port Neches. 5'11". Right-hander comes in with a 2-3 record. Good strikeouts, 35 and 44 and 2/3 inning, a 2-3 record. Left to right for the Colonels. Frederick in left, Miller in center, Morosic in right. Around the horn, third to first, Laura at third. Gentiloni at short, Hughes at second. Morgan at first, behind the plate, Clay Mall. Leading off for the Huskies, catcher number 15, Heidi Jaquez. Jaquez now batting .281 on the season after a 2 for 4 in game one. She takes the first pitch up and away for a ball. Hawkes had a nice game behind the plate and at the plate. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Coming home on Sierra Humphrey. Well-placed hits by Humphrey. She takes a ball outside. That's 2-0. Hawkes also did a nice job behind the plate. Active. Called a nice game for Jessica Patak, who was kind of the hard luck loser in that first game. Here's a pitch by LeBur. That's right in there for a strike, 2-1. LeBur's tall, lanky right-hander. Outside, and Hawkes fouls it away. 2-2. Burr is a pitcher, first baseman from Port Neches High School in Port Neches. Obviously. Grounder by Hawkes right back to LeBur. She throws on to first. That's 1 away here in the bottom half of the first inning. I'll bring up right fielder number 32, Sierra Humphrey. Humphrey went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and upped her batting average to .259 in game one. Solid effort for the speedy right fielder. First pitch is outside. Speedy freshman from Tecumseh, Oklahoma. Had a nice first game at the dish and also made a couple of stellar plays out in right field. A couple of balls over the shoulder. Nice grabs by her in right field. 1-0 the count. A little bit up. That'll be 2 balls and no strikes to Humphrey. Right in there for strike, 2-1. Fouled away by Humphrey. Fought that one off, 2-2. Young Huskies Ball Club. Out of the 16 on the roster, 7 are freshmen or sophomores. Pitch is fouled straight back by Humphrey. Count remains 2-2. We went through it in game one. We'll go back through it again here in game two. All the action from all the other sports that are currently active as Humphrey puts that one down to third. Nearly beats it out at first base. Ball hit down to Laura. She had to hustle to make that play with the speedy Humphrey blazing down the line. 2 outs for HBU. That'll bring up shortstop number 8, Demi Yannick. She comes in batting .261 with a homer and 6 RBIs. Went 0 for 2 with a walk in game one. She looks at a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Yannick puts one up the middle. Nice play there, but won't be in time at all. Hughes got to it up the middle, made a nice diving stop, but not nearly in time to get the speedy Yannick. Infield single for Yannick, first hit of the ball game for the Huskies. And that'll bring up left fielder number 14, Nicholls Shed. Shed up to 345 after going 1 for 3 in game number 1. 4 RBIs on the season. Yannick at first, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the first. LeBur down low with the first pitch, 1-0. That one's put out of play over to the right side into the fence, down the way from the Nicholls bullpen. 1-1 is the count. Would give a shout out to my wife, former third baseman for HBU. But I don't think she wants to hear me on the internet any more than she wants to hear me at home. Fouled off again to the right side. Sherry Key was a rocket arm third baseman for these Lady Huskies back in the day, 91 to 95. She was part of Coach Hall's first recruiting class here at HBU. So, dear, if you're out there, dogs up. Ball hit up the middle. 6-3 put out. Gentiloni throws out Shed at first base. Huskies strand a runner. We go to the second inning. 0-1-0 for both teams. No score.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's going to be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Top of the second inning here in game number 2 between Nicholls and HBU. Leading off will be the catcher, number 15, Callie Clay Mall. 298 batting average with a homer and 4 RBIs. Clay Mall went 2 for 4 with an RBI in the first game. She squares around a bunt down the line. James, nice play. Strong throw to first. Lotz is able to hold on for the first inning. Lotz covering first on the bunt attempt. Cassie James put a little something on that over to first base. Almost took Lotz off the bag. She kept her foot down for the first out of the inning. First pitch is in there for a ball to left fielder number 33, Casey Frederick. Frederick at 321 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. She went over 3 with a strikeout in the first game. Pitch from Wayne Rostro is fouled down the left field line. And the count's even at 1-1 with 1 out. Told you about all the things going on with HBU athletics this weekend. A busy weekend for all our spring sports. Here's the pitch down the dirt. 2-1. Men's golf is down at the Border Olympics, hosted by U of H at Laredo Country Club in Laredo. That's today and tomorrow, men's golf. Women's golf is off till next weekend. Pitched by Blaine Rostro, and it's fouled away by Frederick. Track and field is off until next week. Men's and women's track and field will be in action again next weekend. So they're going to call that last one on the foul ball. They're going to call that an illegal pitch on Blaine Rostro. So the count goes from 2-2 to 3-1 with one out. And here's the pitch. Outside, and she went with it. Hit it through the hole at first and second. Nice play by Humphrey to come up with it clean and fire to first, but not in time to get Frederick hustling down the line for a one-out single. So, one-out single by Frederick will bring up designated player Yasmin Williams. 308 with a homer and 4 RBIs. First pitch is on the outside corner by Blaine Rostro for a first pitch strike. Williams went 1 for 3 with a run scored and a strikeout in game 1. And she fisted that one into center field. Fisted that one into center field. A little bit of confusion here on the play. I think the Huskies think they threw Frederick out at second base. Angel Santiago, the head coach for Nicholls, is pleading his case. I think Frederick thinks she's out as well as she's starting to walk towards the dugout. I think the initial call was out at second base. A nice play by Schrader to field the ball cleanly and then throw into second base where they got the force play there. So that ends up being a fielder's choice, I believe, on the play. It brings up first baseman number 19, Gretchen Morgan, a 182 batter with 1 RBI on the season. And she swings at the first pitch she sees and laces it through the hole at third and short for a sharp single. And now Nicholls has put 2 runners on here in the second. 4 hits already for the Colonels. That brings up center fielder number 23, Kelsey Miller. Again, track and field will be at TSU Relays next weekend. That's both men and women will both be there running, tracking, and fielding. First pitch from Blaine Rostro to Miller is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Got a result from the first match at the beach volleyball tournament. Ball is up and away from Blaine Rostro, 1-1. Beach volleyball is in Boca Raton. Not a bad place to be here right before spring break. That pitch is on the outside corner, but just a little bit outside. 2-1. They're at the Florida Atlantic tournament in Boca Raton. They lost 3-2 to Florida Gulf Coast in their first match today. Beach volleyball did, as Miller pops that one into center field, and that's a single. Throw home is not in time. And Williams comes around from second on the little bloop single, and Nicholls takes a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Kelsey Miller. Yasmin Williams hustling around from second on that blooper. The throw from Schrader home was not in time. And that takes us back up to the top of the lineup. Right fielder Samantha Marasic. Runners on first and second, 2 outs Nicholls ahead 1-0 here in the top of the second. Rosic grounds the ball to second. Lotz comes up with it cleanly and over to Bushman for out number 3. But the Colonels get on the board first. RBI single from Kelsey Miller. And they're up 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. 1-0, Nicholls.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
The Southland Conference
4,200 student athletes from across the country
and around the world, representing 13 member institutions
from Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana,
excelling in 17 NCAA Division I sports
in the classroom and in our communities.
We are Southland Strong.
Bottom of the second for HBU. Third base, Cassie James leads off for the Huskies. James at 182 with 4 RBIs on the season. Looks at a first pitch strike there from LeBur. 0 for 4 with a strikeout in game 1 for James. Pitch it high and outside. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Burrs gets the signal, and now the pitch. Just a bit outside on the outside corner, where it would be outside if it was on the outside corner. So that's a ball. 2-1. Same pitch, this time called a strike. So that was outside on the outside corner as well, but that time it was a strike. 2-2 to James. James hits it to short. Hot shot over there, but nice play by Gentiloni for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up first baseman number 21, Brooke Bushman. Bushman at 250 on the year, 2 RBIs. She went 0 for 3 in the first game. Back to my tale about HBU athletics. First pitch is swung on by and missed by Bushman. Beach volleyball lost their first match to Florida Gulf Coast, 3-2. Soft liner to short by Bushman. Gentiloni is there. Nice running grab for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up second base number 3, Amber Lotz. 190 with no RBIs. Lotz went 0 for 3 in game 1 with a strikeout. Bats here with 2 away. First pitch is inside. Huskies lost 3-2 to Florida Gulf Coast. Jessica Wooten and Ariel Horton won their match 21-11, 18-21, and 16-14. Kayla Armour and Tori Hinojosa won their match 21-16, 21-17 for the 2 victories in the best of 5. Huskies are playing again right now against host Florida Atlantic. 1-1, the count to Lots. Just a bit outside. 2-1 to Lots. Good spot there from LeBur. Ball's down, 3-1. That ball's inside, and Lots earns a 2-out walk here in the bottom of the second. They check her swing while she's standing at first base, and she'll remain at first base. 2 outs. Lots on first. That'll bring up center fielder number 12, Kaylin Schrader. Schrader at 160 with 1 RBI on the season. She swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Schrader went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout in game 1. Pitched by LeBur, outside corner. Catches enough of the black there. And Schrader's in a 0-2 hole. Lots at first. Via the free pass with 2 outs. 0-2 count. LeBur with the pitch. That was well outside. Schrader watches it. 1-2. 1-5-0 for Nicholls. 0-1-0 for HBU here in the bottom of the second. Swung on, foul tipped by Schrader. Claymore couldn't hold on to it. Schrader's still alive. 1-2 with 2 outs in game number 2. Fouled off again by Schrader. Fights that one off. A little bit low, but too close to take, and she fought that one off well. 1-2 still. Schrader ready. LeBur ready with the pitch. And Schrader lines one down into left field foul territory. Good swing on that, but a little bit out in front. Count remains 1-2. Schrader back in there. LeBur ready. And the pitch. And Schrader nubs it out to second. Nearly beats it out. But that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So nothing doing. Huskies strand a runner. And we move to the 3rd. 1-0. Nicholls was outside for a ball. So leadoff runner on for Nicholls here in the 3rd to bring up the very dangerous Amanda Gentiloni. She looks at a pitch on the outside for second ball. 2-0. Gentiloni 0 for 1 today in the second game. She's batting .373 on the year with 4 homers and 16 RBIs. She squares the bunt and puts it right down the first base line, foul. Nice idea there. Bunting for a hit there to push the runner to third and get on at the same time. As the infield was back. Good idea there by Gentiloni. Count 2-1. Pitch is in the dirt. Good stop by Jaquez. And it's 3-1 to Gentiloni. That pitch catches the outside corner. And Buenrostro's come back to fill up the count 3-2. Good pitch from Buenrostro. Gentiloni hits it high into left field. Not nearly enough on it. And Shed is there for the catch. Good pitch there by Buenrostro. Got in on her a little bit. Popped her up to left field for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up third base. 10, Jewel Lara. Lara 0 for 1. She swings at the first pitch she sees, and she laces a single into left. Throw home, and she got her! Shed comes up firing from left field. Jaquez puts the tag on. And they cut down the run at home plate. A little bit of an argument here by Santiago. Lara moved into second on the play, on the throw. That's going to be the second out for HBU in the inning. Lara to second. That'll bring up the catcher, number 15, Callie Claymaw. Lara at second after the single, and then advancing to second on the throw home. Buenrostro with the pitch, and it's fouled off into left. Line drive into foul territory. Buenrostro ahead 0-1. Really nice play there by Nicole Shed, coming up with that ball quickly and firing a laser to home. Jaquez did well to make a nice grab and tag on the barreling down Bailey Hughes. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Six hits now for Nicholls in the third. Buenrostro, outside corner. Claymaw tried to pull it to the left side, fouled it off. Good pitch there by Buenrostro. And deuces are wild. 2-2, 2 outs. Top of the third, Buenrostro ready. And the pitch took something off that. Roller to third. Cassie James with a nice play. Up with it and across to Bushman. And that'll be the third out. Good battle back there by Buenrostro to get out of that inning with nothing coming across for the Colonels. We head to the bottom of the third. HBU trails 1-0.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Yeah, hi, I don't have my debit card, and these kids are having a bake sale for their soccer team, so I need some cash. Can I give you my mother's maiden name or my first concert or...
Oh, well, now you can just use your phone.
My phone?
Yeah, just open the Wells Fargo mobile app and request a one-time access code.
That's way better. All set, thanks. They have snickerdoodles.
I love snickerdoodles.
We're back here heading into the bottom of the third. Huskies trail 1-0. 1-6-0 for Nicholls. 0-1-0 for the Huskies. Alexis LeBur finishing up her warm-up tosses. The rest of the Nicholls team is now racing off of the field. And designated player Ashley Herrera set to lead it off here in the bottom of the third. Herrera went 0 for 2 in game one with a sacrifice bunt. Still looking for her first hit of the year. LeBur ready. First pitch of bottom of the third coming up. Outside corner for a strike to Herrera. Baseball in action in Ruston this weekend. Single games tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. 6-2-1. Wow. Did I say that? That was a little bit outside, but called a strike. I obviously did not agree with that. Pitch from LeBur in the dirt. Baseball playing the Bulldogs of La Tech in Ruston. 6 p.m. tonight, 2 p.m. tomorrow, 1 p.m. Sunday. Huskies are 5-8 after winning a midweek contest at U of H. They beat U of H 3-1 at U of H. They won at U of H 3-1 to move to 5-8 on the season. Tough early schedule for the Huskies. Coach Moon not shy about putting together a tough non-conference schedule for the men. Already having faced Baylor, Rice, Texas A&M, U of H. Outside again. And the count is full on Herrera. Swung on and missed by Herrera. And after battling back to work a full count, she strikes out for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for LeBur. And that'll take us back to the top of the lineup with catcher Heidi Jaquez. Jaquez 0 for 1. Outside corner to the left-hand hitting catcher. 0-1. Huskies 5-8. Baseball Huskies are 5-8. 3 games this weekend. You can catch all that action right here on HBUHuskies.com with Russ Renault. Jaquez lifts one up into left field. Lazy fly ball. It's put away there for out number 2. Russ Renault will have the call right here all 3 games. Right field number 32, Sierra Humphrey. Batting with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 0 for 1. Humphrey off the end of the bat. Foul ball right at the plate. LeBur. Outside corner for strike. 0-2 quickly on Humphrey. Pitched a little bit up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the freshman from Tecumseh, Oklahoma. Ball's on the outside, and Humphrey goes and gets it. just outside left field line over the third base. Trying to place it right over the top of the, just over the top of the bag. But just foul. Still 1-2. Pretty sunny day. Has turned a little bit overcast here at Husky Field. And that ball's hit up the middle by Humphrey. 2-out single for the right fielder. She continues her solid day from the plate. Solid day overall for Humphrey. 2-out single, 1 on for the Huskies. Brings up shortstop Demi Yannick. Yannick 1 for 1. Strike just over the heart of the plate to Yannick, 0-1. Ball down low, evens up the count, 1-1. 1-0 Nicholls here in the bottom of the third. Game number 2 of a 3-game series. Opening Southland series of the season for both clubs. Yannick fouls one off at the plate. Back to the screen. It's 1-2. Nicholls will go home to play Mississippi Valley State midweek and then host SFA next weekend. While the Huskies will play Marist and Eastern Kentucky midweek next week. As Yannick puts it in play to shortstop. Close at first base, but nice play by Jenna Loney for the 3rd out of the inning. Huskies leave a runner, and we've played 3. 1-0, Nicholls Colonels.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
This is why we love sports. It's in the way they play, free from the pressures and all the money talk. Playing for simply the love of the game, where everyone has a shot at their definition of success on and off the field. This is what we love about sports, and what we can still love about college sports.
For Nicholls. Left field, Casey Frederick leading it off for the Colonels. 1-6-0 for Nicholls, 0-2-0 for HBU. Westro with the pitch. A little bit up, 1-0. Finish that thought. Put outside by Stephanie. 2-0 count. Ladies will be in action against Marist and Eastern Kentucky next middle of the week before hosting Lamar for St. Patrick's Day weekend here at Husky Field. Doubleheader Friday, single game Saturday. 2-1. Fouled away.
Then that means that they get rid of their DP spot, and then they want that DP spot. Well,
Evens up the count at 2-2. A little bit high. Full count. Count from Rostro to Frederick as we lead off the top of the 4th. And swinging away. Single up the middle for Frederick. Leadoff batter on for Nicholls. Second hit of the day for Frederick. Brings up Yasmin Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice and then scored the lone Nicholls run in the second. 1-0 count. Ball's outside, 2-0. Frederick on first. The leadoff hit. Ball in the outside corner. Very similar pitch to the one before. 2-1 count. Ball in the hands, popped up foul. Jaquez makes the play. 4-1 out. Good pitch there by Buenrostro. Got in on her a little bit, in on her hands. She popped it up foul for the first out. That'll bring up first base number 19, Gretchen Morgan. Morgan 1 for 1. She jumped on the first pitch seesaw for a single. First pitch is up high, 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. Fouled off by Morgan. And Buenrostro is ahead in the count 1-2. Morgan lifts that one up into right field. Humphrey is there. We're out number 2. Another good pitch by Buenrostro. Got in on her. She popped that up into right field. Takes us to the 9-hole hitter. Center field, Kelsey Miller. Miller 1 for 1 with the lone RBI. Buenrostro goes outside on the left-hand hitting Miller. 1-0. Stayed there again for second pitch of the at-bat, fouled away by Miller. Frederick still at first. 2 away. Fouled away by Miller. Off to the left. 1-2. Wind has picked up just a little bit towards right field. Nice pitch there by Buenrostro. A little bit low. It's Deuces wild here in the 4th. Good pitch there. Miller laid off of it. Right back up the middle off Buenrostro. Bounds out to second base and lots. All hands are safe. Ball was hit hard right up the middle, hit off of Buenrostro's thigh. Bounded over to Lots, who couldn't make the play. So runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup, right field, Samantha Morasic. Morasic 1 for 2. Tries to hit the outside corner, misses 1-0. So an infield single for Kelsey Miller. Puts 2 on. That's the 8th hit of the day for Nicholls. Buenrostro tries to go outside again. And again misses. Just a little bit too far out. And it's 2-0 with 2 outs. 1-0 Nicholls here in the top of the 4th. And that ball's going to be over Yannick's head at shortstop. Frederick's going to come all the way around from second base. An RBI single from Marosic. Second run of the day for Nicholls. They take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. And Mary Ellen Hall out to make a pitching change. That'll be all for Buenrostro today. Your new pitcher is going to be number 19, Shea Bibby, sophomore from LaPorte, making her first appearance in the circle this year. Bibby making her first appearance of the season for the Huskies. The sophomore from LaPorte went 3-4 last year with 7 games started, 18 appearances overall. She had 2 complete games and a 4.97 ERA, 16 strikeouts in 63 innings. So Bibby will come on in relief of Buenrostro with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. She'll come on to face second base Bailey Hughes for Nicholls. First pitch is fouled off at the plate. 0-1. Junior from Missouri City. Over 1 in this game, over 3 in game 1. We're going to have a meeting in the circle now with Nicholls. And this, as assistant coach Jessica Seaman is out to talk to Alexis LeBur. 2-0 Nicholls here in the bottom of the 4th. Nicole Shed down at third after a leadoff double. Bushman at the plate, looking to get her home. Good crowd here at Husky Field today. Healthy Nicholls crowd. Good traveling support. They have other things going on here in town as well. Ball's up to Bushman, 1-1. LeBur looks in, gets her sign. And Bushman puts down a bunt at home plate, and it's a good one. LeBur has one play, and that's the first. Shed scores from third. Well done by Brooke Bushman. Sacrifice bunt there to bring home Shed and plate the Huskies' first run. 2-1 Nicholls. Very well done by Brooke Bushman. That's a good at bat there for her. That's a tough thing to do, is put down that bunt with a runner at third. You know you got to get it down in the right spot. First pitch to Lotz is on the outside corner for a strike. That ball has to be perfectly placed to where the only play that she can make is at first. Shed was barreling down on home plate. Bushman did a really nice job of bringing her home to cut the lead in half. Lotz up with 2 outs. 1-1 count now. Swung on and missed by Lotz. 1-2. It's one of the toughest plays in baseball or softball. Sacrifice bunt, squeeze play with a runner at third, because it has to be pretty much perfect. Deuces wild. Bottom of the 4th. 2-2. Lotz swung on and missed, and she strikes out. And that'll do it for the Huskies. But they pick up 1. They cut the lead in half on the Bushman sacrifice squeeze bunt. 2-1 Nicholls as we head to the 5th.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
The Southland Conference
4,200 student athletes from across the country
and around the world, representing 13 member institutions
from Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana,
excelling in 17 NCAA Division I sports.
In the classroom and in our communities.
We are Southland Strong.
Top of the 5th for Nicholls. Shortstop, Amanda Gentiloni. Shea Bibby back in the circle. And first pitch is outside for a ball. A little bit up. 2-0. A little bit low. Giannalone squared around quickly to bunt. Pulled back. It's 3-0. Bibby in the dirt. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Giannalone to lead off the 5th for Nicholls. Brings up third baseman number 10, Jewel Lara.
Third baseman number 10, Jewel Lara.
Lara's 1 for 2 on the day here in game 2. And she puts down a swinging buntage foul. Strike 1. Lara went 2 for 3 in game 1. She's now 1 for 2 here in game 2. That's 3 for 5. Swinging away and fouls it down the third base line. She's behind in the count 0-2. Bibby back to the rubber, gets her sign. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Got in on her hands, fouled it down the left field line. Good pitch there by Bibby. Good job of fouling it off by Lara. Still 0-2. Callie Claymore in the circle for the Colonels. Bibby ready, and the pitch. In on the hands again, and Lara fights it off. Still 0-2. Bibby goes upstairs, try to get her to chase. 1-2. Right at first, Giannalone. After a 4-pitch walk. Bibby goes outside again. It's 2-2. Bibby ready. And the pitch. Good pitch there. Lara had squeezed up on the plate a little bit, trying to close down the strike zone. Got in on her hands again, and it's still 2-2. Lara's going to get back up on the plate again. Interesting strategery. Bibby up high again, and now a full count. Hake is out to talk to Bibby. Three and 2 count to Lara. Payoff pitch upcoming from Bibby. Down the line again. Down third base line. Foul again by Lara. Another good pitch by Bibby, spoiled. Hake is working hard behind the plate. He's done a good job today. And Bibby tried to get her to chase outside, and Lara wouldn't bite, and she's earned a walk as well. So back-to-back walks here by Bibby to open up the 5th. And Nicholls has a runner in scoring position, 2 on for Callie Claymore. Claymore 0 for 2 in this game, after going 2 for 4 in game 1. She puts down the sacrifice bunt. Bibby not in time at first base, and that'll go as an infield single for Claymore. Claymore trying to sacrifice the runners over and ended up beating out the play anyway. And that's going to load the bases for Casey Frederick. Frederick swings at the first pitch she sees, fouls it down the left side. Bibby working quickly. Frederick 2 for 2 with a run scored. Wide stance up in front of the box. There's a pitch by Bibby. Bibby goes away, and so does Frederick. She laces it into center, and that's going to score all 3. Bases clearing double by Casey Frederick. And that'll make it 5-1 Nicholls. Nice piece of hitting there by Frederick. Went with the pitch. Bibby tried to get her on the outside. Frederick went with it. Laced it into a small gap right in center. Right field center-ish. It was hit hard. And it brought all 3 runners around to score. So with that, Coach Hall is going to make another pitching change. That's going to be all for Shea Bibby. And your new pitcher is going to be number 9, Elliot Estes, 5'7" freshman from Redondo Beach, California. Estes is 1-0 on the season in 4 appearances, 11 innings pitched so far. She comes in with Frederick on second and nobody out. Tough spot for her as well, making her 5th appearance of the season. Good piece of hitting there by Frederick. Finishes the day for Bibby, although the runner at second is her responsibility. Fouled off by Yasmin Williams. 0-1. 5-11-0 for Nicholls. That one's nubbed out to second. Lots to Bushman. Frederick goes to third. So Williams does her job, pushing the ball to the right side to get Frederick to third. That'll bring up first base number 19, Gretchen Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 2. She bats here with 1 out, runner on third. Estes, nice pitch there on the inside half for strike 1. Estes comes and ready. Pitch is outside. One and 1. Estes comes set again. And the pitch looked right in there. That was a nice pitch, but called a ball. 2-1. Tough call there for Estes. She put it right in there. 2-1. Went to the outside. Morgan fouled it away off the screen, right first base side. 2-2. Estes. The pitch up high. Full count. That's a base hit through the left side underneath the glove of Cassie James. RBI single for Morgan. Drives home Frederick. And Nicholls now leads 6-1. Morgan with the RBI single. She'll be lifted at first base for a pinch runner. The runner is number 6, Emma Holland. We're also going to have a pinch hitter for Kelsey Miller. Looks like number 18, Alexis Trinkle, will be the batter for Nicholls. 6-12-0 for the Colonels, 1-3-0 for the Huskies. And that is correct. Alexis Trinkle is our pinch hitter. Emma Holland on at first base to run. Emma Holland in at first to run. Number 6. Alexis Trinkle at bat. Trinkle grounds one to first. Bushman goes to second for one. The throw to first is offline. Gets away. Trinkle rounds the bag, runs to second, and then is thrown. Ball is thrown off of her at second base. She's in there safely. Fielder's choice for Trinkle. On to first on the error. On to second on the error, excuse me. That'll take us back to the top of the lineup. Right field, number 21, Samantha Morasic. Strike from Estes to start her off. 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 4 runs across for Nicholls. Big inning for the Colonels. Down the dirt away. And gets away from Jaquez just enough for Trinkle to move into third base. Good hustle there by the speedy Trinkle. Just outside from Estes to Morasic. Morasic is 2 for 1 with an RBI here in game 2. Slapping foul ball. Puts the count at 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs. Freshman Elliot Estes in on relief for Shea Bibby. News is wild. 2-2 with 2 outs. As that ball's outside. Estes gets the ground ball, but it's up the middle underneath the glove of Yannick. Trinkle scores from third on the RBI single from Morasic. Pushes the lead to 7-1 for Nicholls. Brings up second base Bailey Hughes. Hughes is 1 for 3 with a double here in game 2. Swinging on the first pitch is Hughes, and she lifts one up into right field, and it's over the head of Sierra Humphrey. That's going to be a stand-up double for Hughes. It brings Morasic all the way around. That pushes the lead to 8-1, Nicholls. Meeting in the circle for the Huskies. As Nicholls has put up 6 here in the top of the 5th to stretch their lead out to 8-1. 8-14-0 for the Colonels. 1-3-1 for the Huskies. And we're going to have another pitching change for HBU. Re-entering the circle is going to be number 2, Stephanie Buenrostro. So Hughes is the responsibility of Elliot Estes, but her day is done for now. And Buenrostro has re-entered the circle to try and close the book on this inning. Huskies cut it to 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. A really nice sacrifice squeeze bunt by Brooke Bushman. But Nicholls has hit the ball hard here in the top of the fifth to take an 8-1 lead. First pitch from Buenrostro is a ball to the ever-dangerous Amanda Gentiloni. Ball outside. Count goes to 2-0 on Gentiloni. Gentiloni 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored here in game 2. Solo home run in game 1. And she pounds the pitch over to third. Cassie James makes a nice play there, but it's called a foul. Count goes to 2-1. James hopped on that ball quickly, but home plate umpire Abel Martinez said it was in foul territory. Buenrostro took something off of that one just outside. Count goes to 3-1. In on her hands a little bit. Gentiloni fouls it out of play to the left side. That'll run the count full with 2 outs. Gentiloni puts this one up into center field, and that one's off the wall in right center. That's going to be a double for Gentiloni. Scores pinch runner Skylar Hamilton with the 9th run of the ball game for Nicholls. RBI double for Gentiloni off the wall in right center. And that brings up third base number 10, Jewel Laura. And she pops up the first pitch, foul. Up on top of my head here in the press box. Laura 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored here in game 2. Pitch from Buenrostro is a little bit high. 1-1. Hits for Nicholls. Buenrostro inside. Laura was out in front. Fouled it off to the left. One and 2 count with 2 outs here. Buenrostro trying to finish off this inning. Get the Huskies back in the dugout. Laura lifts it up to left field. Nicole Shedd has that one, and that'll do it for the inning. But Nicholls puts up 7 runs here in the top of the 5th. Take a 9-1 lead. Hats and bats needed for the Huskies in the bottom of the 5th.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Helfman, and I'm president of River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. And I'm here at Tony's in the kitchen with Chef Kate and Tony Valone.
Waitress Provost at Tony's serving my friend Nick.
Thank you. Love my pasta. Love my Jeep. From Alan Helfman at River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Ci vediamo. Come see us at River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, Kirby, the Southwest Freeway.
It's our Drive and Discovery event.
Bottom of the fifth here at Husky Field, game 2 of the Southland Conference opening series. 3-game series, doubleheader today. Huskies lost 3-2 in game 1. And they trailed 9-1 here in the bottom of the fifth in game 2. Leading off the inning will be center field, Kalen Schrader. First pitch is outside from LeBur. Schrader's 0 for 1 here in game 2. Trying to get something started here for the Huskies. Ball down low, 2-0. Fouled off. 2-1. Good cut by Schrader. Just got a piece of it. Rosich with the sign. Excuse me, Claymore with the sign. Schrader lines it to short. Hard hit ball, but right at Gentiloni for out number 1. That looks like it's going to be all for Alexis LeBur. Nicholls is going to make a pitching change. Bring in a left-hander. Looks like number 28, Amanda Holliday. Junior transfer from Denham Springs, Louisiana. Transfer from Jones County Junior College. So that'll be all for LeBur. She goes 4 1/3. Gives up one earned run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And change for the Huskies as well. Pinch hitter for HBU. For Herrera will be number 10, Alyssa De Los Santos, junior from Cyprus. This is her first plate appearance of the season. Strike on the outside half. 0-1 on De Los Santos. Looked a bit outside, but quickly 0-2 on De Los Santos. A little bit further outside that time. 1-2. Tried to get her to chase. Ball down the dirt. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Two and 2. Holiday pitch. De Los Santos fouls it off. Still 2 and 2. Holiday is making her 9th appearance of the season, 2-1 record. And ball's outside and low. And the count is full on De Los Santos. 9th appearance. She started 4 times. She has 1 save on the season. 16 strikeouts in 23 innings. And De Los Santos coaxes a walk. 1 out base runner for the Huskies. And back to the top of the lineup, the catcher, Heidi Jaquez. Jaquez is 0 for 2 here in game 2. Left-hand hitting catcher. Sophomore out of Wharton bats with 1 out. Looks at a first pitch ball. De Los Santos on at first. 1 on, 1 out. 1 ball. And that ball is laced into center field by Jaquez. De Los Santos moves to second. Nice piece of hitting there by Jaquez. Went with the pitch away. Just found a little gap right up the middle. That'll put 2 on for the Huskies here with 1 out. Right fielder Sierra Humphrey now the batter. Humphrey's 1 for 2 here in game 2. Two on, 1 out. Holiday ready. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1-0. Swung on and missed by Humphrey. Couldn't catch up with that one. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Claim all the sign. Holiday ready. Pitch is low. And Humphrey beats it into the dirt. Barely got her at first base. Beat that one down into the dirt. Nice play. And they just get her at first base for the 2nd out of the inning. Runners advance to 2nd and 3rd. De Los Santos to 3rd base. And Jaquez at 2nd now. And that'll bring up shortstop Demi Yannick. Yannick 1 for 2 here in game 2. Holiday ready. Here's the pitch. Yannick swinging a miss. Just out of her reach. A little bit late. 0-1. Yannick fouls that one into the Nicholls bullpen. Off to the right side. She's in a 0-2 hole here with 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. 9-1 Nicholls. Yannick stands in. Holiday shakes off one. Here's the pitch. Foul straight back to the screen by Yannick. Stays alive. Set. Yannick. Ball is up and away. 1-2. One and 2 outs. Holiday ready. Took something off that one. And Yannick laid off of that. Deuces wild. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Yannick awaits the 2-2 pitch. Away, and she fouls it off the screen. Stays alive. Fouls it off again. Good battle here between Holiday and Yannick. Two on, 2 outs, 2-2. Yannick fouled off again. Holiday keeps going away. Yannick keeps going with the pitch. Fouling it off, staying alive. See if Holiday stays out there again. She does, and is well outside this time. Counts now full, 3-2. So 3-2 count. Does Holiday come inside or does she stay away again? Yannick ready. Here's the pitch. She stayed over the heart of the plate, and Yannick laces it into right field off the wall, and that's a 2-run double for Demi Yannick. Great at bat for Yannick there. Fought off several pitches in a row there. Holiday kept trying to go away. Finally came in on her, and Yannick took it to right field for a 2-run double. 9-3, Nicholls. That brings up left fielder Nicole Shed. Yannick at second now. Goes away for a strike on the outside corner. Really good bat by Yannick there. Brought home 2. 9-3. Holiday stays away again. Shed lays off of it. 1-1. Shed 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Holiday ready. And the pitch. Down low. 2-1. Pitch to Shed. Fouled off. Good cut. Deuces. Wild. Swung on and missed. Went outside again. Got Shed to chase. And that'll do it for the Huskies here in the 5th. But they pick up 2 on the 2-run double by Yannick. We go to the 6th. 9-3. Nicholls.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking. 'Cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe. So you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Yeah, hi, I don't have my debit card, and these kids are having a bake sale for their soccer team, so I need some cash. Can I give you my mother's maiden name or my first concert or...
Oh, well, now you can just use your phone.
My phone?
Yeah, just open the Wells Fargo mobile app and request a one-time access code.
That's way better. All set, thanks. They have snickerdoodles.
I love snickerdoodles.
Thanks!
We move to the 6th. Nothing like a little eye of the tiger in between innings. Catcher Kelly Claymore leads it off for Nicholls here at the top of the 6th. 9-3 Colonels. Blaine Rostro in the circle. Claymore puts down a foul bunt. 0-1. Song that stands the test of time. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. And yes, I was in high school when that song came out. Ball on the outside. 1-1 to Claymore. Went inside. Couldn't catch the corner. 2-1. Ball's laced into right field, but right at Humphrey, who had played perfectly. Quickly one down here in the top of the 6th. Bring up left fielder Casey Frederick. Frederick fouls the first pitch off to the left. She has been a thorn in the Huskies' side here in game 2. 3 for 3. A double, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. She squares the bunt and puts a good one down the third base line. Cassie James up with it quickly, but Frederick beats it out at first base. Infield single for Frederick with 1 out. Brings up the DP, Yasmin Williams. Williams is 0 for 3, has the run scored. Frederick now 4 for 4. Yasmin puts one over the third base bag, foul for strike 1. Rostro goes outside. 1-1 to count. Swung on and missed by Williams. Strike 2, 1-2. Up and away by Buen Rostro. 2-2. Jammed her just a little bit. Popped it up to Yannick at short for the second out. Frederick stays at first. And now first baseman Gretchen Morgan up with 2 outs, a runner on first. Morgan 2 for 3 with an RBI here in game 2. Ball's inside at her feet. 1-0. Morgan goes straight up the middle with that one. Solid single. Frederick moves to second. 2 on, 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Kelsey Miller, center fielder now at bat. Miller's 2 for 2 with an RBI. Ball up high from Buen Rostro. 17 hits for the Colonels. 9 runs, no errors. 3, 5, and 1 for HBU. Up high again, 2-0. This was a 2-1 ball game heading into the 5th. Nicholls scored a touchdown in the top of the 5th. Huskies put 2 on the board in the bottom half. That ball is fair. No, excuse me, it's foul. Just foul. Down the right field line over the first base. Two and 1. That was well placed, but just foul. That one's popped up. Cassie James comes on to catch it in foul territory. And that ends the threat here in the top of the 6th. Nicholls strands 2. We go to the bottom half. 9-3.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
This is why we love sports. It's in the way they play, free from the pressures and all the money talk. Playing for simply the love of the game, where everyone has a shot at their definition of success on and off the field. This is what we love about sports, and what we can still love about college sports.
Number 5, Cassie James. Bottom of 6 here at Husky Field. Huskies need to get the bats going again. 9-3 Nicholls as we hit the bottom of the 6th. Cassie James leading off for HBU. James over 2 here in game 2. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Ball again. 2-0. Fouled off to the right side by James, 2-1. Another action around the Southland. Right after this pitch to James, fouled off the screen, right side. 2-2. Stephen F. Austin swept a doubleheader from Corpus, winning 5-4 and 10-0 in the opener. 5-4 in game 2. Our first game, Huskies lost 3-2. Pitch away, Cassie fouls it off. 2-2. There's games going on right now. Abilene and Southeastern are in the first. 1-0 Abilene. McNeese and Central Arkansas in the second. No score. Fouled off again by James. 2-2. All the other action is later. Incarnate Word is at Sam Houston in a doubleheader. Supposed to start at 3. No update from there. James grounds to third. Laura up with it and throws out James at first for the first out of the inning. Now bring up first baseman 21, Brooke Bushman. It looks like Santiago is talking to the umpire. It looked like he was going to make a change. I don't know if he actually has or not. Maybe he was just alerting the umpire about the change behind home plate. Catcher for Nicholls is number 32, Mariah Strother. As Bushman fouls off the first pitch down the third base line. So Strother in it. Catcher. One down here in the inning. 0-1 count on Bushman. Abilene and Southeastern playing a doubleheader today. As Bushman swings through that one. 0-2. McNeese and Central Arkansas doubleheader. And Lamar at Northwestern State. A single game tonight. That's your softball scoreboard thus far. 1-2 on Bushman. Fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Bushman just out of the reach of the second baseman. And into right field for a one-out single. So Bushman is on. And that brings up second baseman Amber Lotz. Lotz is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Watches a first pitch strike on the outside corner. Right back to the pitcher. Holiday to Gentiloni at second for the force. Gentiloni throws it away, which allows Lotz to reach. Fielder's choice for Lotz. Kay Schrader now the batter for the Huskies with 2 outs and Lotz at first. Outside for ball 1. Looked outside, but caught the corner. 1-1. Down low. 2-1. Schrader 0 for 2 here in game 2. 2-1 with 2 outs. And she puts one into right field. Nice piece of hitting there. Going the other way, and she's got her first hit of the day. Going the other way. Single into right field. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs. And that brings up Alyssa De Los Santos. De Los Santos walked her first plate appearance of the year and then scored a run. She watches a first pitch ball. Now with 2 outs and 2 on for the junior transfer from Trinity Valley. And she fouls one off to the right side. 1-1. A little flare over the bag into foul territory, left side. 1-2. One and 2 count, 2 outs, 2 on for De Los Santos. She strikes out swinging on a pitch out and away. The Huskies strand 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th here at Husky Field. Still 9-3. Nicholls.
Hi, I'm Alan Helfman, and I'm president of River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. And I'm here at Tony's in the kitchen with Chef Kate and Tony Valone.
Waitress Provost had Tony serving my friend Nick.
Thank you. Love my pasta. Love my Jeep. From Alan Helfman at River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Ci vediamo. Come see us at River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, Kirby, the Southwest Freeway.
It's our Drive and Discovery event.
We see your compassion and your tireless dedication. We see your selflessness, and we applaud you for it. We want you to have the freedom to be uniquely, passionately, and gloriously you. At Houston Baptist University, we're creating online programs that give moms, service members, retirees, and everyone in between the freedom to be who they are and to never stop learning. Learn more at hbuonline.com.
Top of the 7th here at Husky Field. Game 2 of a doubleheader, part of a 3-game series here. Southland Conference opening series of the 2018 campaign for both Nicholls and HBU. 9-3 here in Game 2 as we start the top of the 7th. First pitch is in there for a strike. On Samantha Morasic. Swears the bunt, fouls it off. That'll be strike 2. Excuse me. So that's going to be, she's called out of the box on that, so that's an out. That's 1 down. That brings up number 12, Skylar Hamilton. Hamilton lifts one up into center. That's going to fall in front of Schrader. So Hamilton's aboard at first base. That brings up Jenna Loney. Gentiloni puts a charge into that one, but Shed is there. So long out there. Gentiloni now 1 for 4. Little bag maintenance at first base. As Jewel Laura is now up at the plate. First pitch to Laura is down for a ball. 1-0 from Buen Nostro. Buen Nostro in on the hands. Cassie James fields up and across to Bushman for the 3rd out. That'll do it for Nicholls in the 7th. Huskies need some big bats. Keep this one going in the bottom of the 7th. 9-3 Nicholls.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
This is why we love sports. It's in the way they play, free from the pressures and all the money talk. Playing for simply the love of the game, where everyone has a shot at their definition of success on and off the field. This is what we love about sports, and what we can still love about college sports.
Leading off bottom of the 7th for HBU, catcher Heidi Jaquez. Jaquez has had a busy day today. 1 for 3 with a run scored here in game 2 after a 2 for 4 2-run performance in game 1. Been busy behind the plate as well. She starts things off by looking at a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one. Strike 2. Ball outside. 1-2. Lights are on here at Husky Field. 1-2 count to Jaquez. Swings and puts that one to the gap. Nice play there at second by Hamilton to get Jaquez at first for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring up right fielder Sierra Humphrey. Humphrey's 1 for 3 after a 2 for 4 herself in game 1. She puts that one to the left side. That's quickly gobbled up by Gentiloni. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. So 2 quick ground balls for the Huskies to start the 7th. And if they're going to get anything started, it's going to have to be with Demi Yannick here with 2 outs. She looks at the pitch up and away for ball 1. Yannick 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a double. Looks at another ball, 2-0. Fouled back, 2-1. Yannick in. Holiday on the rubber. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Grounded to third. Gobbled up there by Laura and on to first. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 7th. And that'll do it for game number 2. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 7th for the Huskies. Nicholls takes game 2, 9-3, and they sweep the doubleheader. 9 runs, 18 hits, 1 error for the Colonels. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Huskies here in game 2. Losing pitcher for the Huskies is Stephanie Buenostro. 6 innings pitched, 13 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. He falls to 0-4 on the season. The big inning for Nicholls was the 7-run touchdown scoring 5th, in which they broke this thing wide open. 9-3. Your final here from Husky Field in Game 2. 3-2 in Game 1. 9-3 in Game 2. Game 3, final game of the series, will be tomorrow at noon here at Husky Field between Nicholls and HBU. Casey Frederick 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Bailey Hughes and Samantha March 3 hits apiece for Nicholls in the 18-hit attack. That finished off the sweep here today in the Southland Conference opening series for both teams. We want to thank you for tuning in today. It's been a pleasure being with you for the first time back in the press box in a few years. And we hope you join us again as the season progresses. Again, your final scores here from Husky Field: 3-2 in Game 1, 9-3 in Game 2. Nicholls sweeps the doubleheader from HBU. Two teams meet again tomorrow at noon. If you can, get out here, support the ladies. If not, tune in here at www.hbuhuskies.com. Everybody have a great evening, and we'll see you again soon.